Good morning, everyone. It's Libby from Meister Tarot down in Australia again. If I'm sounding chirpy, it's because we're doing a little bit bits and bobs, pieces, this and that reading today. I want to have a look at the Russian soldiers that apparently have been shipped off to a special medical unit in Belarus for radiation poisoning. The 7 hours of missing phone logs on January the 6th for Mr. Trump. Where are they? What was on them? What happened? Did he eat them? Did he flush them down the toilet? No, he didn't, because they're electronically recorded, but we'll just have a little dive into that. Have a look at Sarah Palin, who is running for Congress for the seat of Alaska. Not putting a lot of faith in her run. There are 40 candidates who are going for the position. It's just that she's the most well-known and the most eye-rolling. And a look at Madison Cawthorn, who is now frantically backpedaling on what he said during an interview about what went on behind the scenes in the Republican Party. Initially said some congressmen and said, oh, no, it wasn't any congressmen. It was from a distance. No, it didn't really happen. I was exaggerating. But we'll have a little look to see if we can determine fact from fiction of what's going on there. But I want to start first of all with the Russian soldiers. So this was after the taking of the area around Chernobyl. The acting general director of Chernobyl, he is a Ukrainian, Valery Sadar, and I apologise, I have no doubt got that pronunciation wrong, said that even experienced radiation nuclear power plant workers will not enter this area called the Red Zone around Chernobyl. Even with protected equipment, they will not go into it because the toxicity is so severe. And he warned the Russians about entering that area and was ignored. So the Red Zone, or the Red Forrest around Chernobyl, is so named because after the explosion or the meltdown of the Chernobyl power plant, the trees are in the area actually turned quite a vivid red, and that's how it's got its name. Apparently these soldiers, they not only drove vehicles through the area which kicked up dust which was inhaled by unprotected servicemen, they were also ordered to dig trenches around the area. And reports is that dozens of these soldiers have now experienced radiation sickness and have been, quite seriously, and have been bussed out to Belarus. Now, 7 buses, which doesn't sound like a dozen, it sounds like a heck of a lot. 7 buses, maybe having 10 per bus plus support stuff, etc. You're talking about 70 soldiers. Now, nobody knows the true number. Nobody's getting any reports. Very tight-lipped. Obviously, it's not something the Russian government wants out in public knowledge. At a crossroads in regards to that, the truth in regards to this. So, were the soldiers actually warned about this radiation toxicity? Were the soldiers... Morning, Meister. Guide us with your messages. Protect us with your light. Again, a heavy subject of this one, and then we'll move on to lighter. Oh, and then thrown out again is this difficult decision, and reap what you sow. I don't know that there's actually a lot to be said on that. I'll just see how the soldiers are going to go, because it was a decision that was made for them, and reaping what they sowed. Where they warned, were the military warned. And this has leapt out at me. It's about the infighting. It's about the lack of communication. If you have a look at this card, every single person is hitting a different person. There's no sort of us versus them. It's just a mess. a communication mess. Nobody's talking to directly, nobody's passing information on, the intelligence is not getting through. It's just a bit of a show is what we would call it in Australia. A 4-letter word, show. So please tell me, were these soldiers warned? Were these soldiers warned of the radiation possibilities? I'm getting a very loud no. Very, very loud no. Were these soldiers warned? Please tell me. Were these soldiers warned? I'm just being told no. I'll leave it at that. Can you please tell me, Meister? Tell me, Meister. Will these soldiers be okay? Will they recover? Will these soldiers recover? I mean, nobody wins in war except for the arms manufacturers. Will these soldiers recover? These soldiers that were affected by the radiation around Chernobyl, bust out with signs of radiation sickness. Okay, tell me first of all, is it actually radiation sickness? Russia's trying to cover it up, apparently, allegedly, entertainment only, by saying, oh, soldiers go to this hospital all the time. But please tell me yes or no. Please tell me, is it actually radiation sickness? Are these troops affected by radiation sickness? Are these troops? I mean, it's hard to feel sympathy now that these war crime atrocities are coming to light in the last few days, but as I said, nobody wins in war, especially not those actually doing the fighting. Please tell me, was it actually radiation sickness? Tell me, was it actually radiation? Yes. It is a tower moment. Very much a tower moment. They were sacrificed. The message of this is going to come out, is going to come forward, and it's going to be brought forward, I suspect, by the young troops themselves. Now, out of this, we've got 3 major arcana and 1 a page, a royalty subject. So 4 major arcana have come up in regards to this. And it is the families who will suffer. Who will suffer. And Russia's holding this very close to their chest, but it's the uncertainty. There is great uncertainty in regards to it. And it came down to money. The star of hope, which is about restoration and respite. This lesson has been learnt. Base of the pack walking away from what no longer serves. I think this is a turning point. This is actually a turning point in this war. We've got temperance, which is the bringing of moderation and rebalancing. We then have the Wheel of Fortune, which is endings and beginnings, but also the fortunes of some going up while the fortunes of going down. We've then got Putin. We've got the infighting. So those in charge of the military are really, really unhappy about this. There is a decision to be made of which path to follow. Okay, out of this reading, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 major arcana from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 cards. So more than half are major arcana, and the rest are telling the story, supporting that. So this is telling me, yes, this is actually a tower moment. This is a pivotal moment in this particular war, that the message is going to be brought out, that these guys, higher up was warned, they knew, and they sacrificed. They willingly sacrificed with the manifestation of manipulation. There was this manipulation of this devil energy, this toxicity, and this toxicity could very well be Chernobyl itself. It is a toxic energy, the radiation itself. So this was manipulation in regards to the truth of the toxicity. It is the young families that are going to be affected. It's going to be they're going to how do I put this? Have to, for the rest of their lives, they're going to have to really be extremely careful. Pentacles is wealth. It is also health, and it is also protecting and dreaming big, and it's Mother Earth. But this is very much about that they have to be insecure about their health. There will be lifetime health issues with restoration and respite. A rebalancing. A rebalancing will come forward. In regards to the Emperor, as they walk away from what no longer serves them, this is the fortunes of some going up, fortunes of some going down. This is an ending and a new beginning. There is infighting and a path to be decided upon. So what I'm I think you understood fairly clearly what I'm saying there. This is actually a turning point. This is a turning point between the military and Putin and his enablers. However, I want to have a look and see whether these young men will recover. What I got there is they're going to have ongoing health issues that will confine them. That was the Four of Pentacles, that will confine them for the rest of their lives. But I will have a little bit of a further look. Please, sorry, it's a very disturbing topic that these young men were sent into this area. They had their further up the chain, I don't know how much further, had been warned, don't do it. Even those that are skilled and trained won't go into that area, but they were ordered in anyhow. So please tell me, will these young men recover? A whole heap of cards fell out there, but that was the prominent one on the top. Will these young men, will they recover and be able to lead normal lives? Will these young men recover and be able to lead normal lives? Will these... No, they're going to be burdened. Come on down. It's going to be burdensome for them as they plod through life. There was a decision made. There will be difficult decisions for them to make. At the base, the truth is going to come forward. These young men are going to bring out the truth. They're going to bring out the message. They're going to talk about what actually happened. In the past, illusion and delusion. Crowning this reading, so this is, will the young men recover? They're going to have this hanging over them for the rest of their lives. Yeah. There will be, in the near future, death from this. Death usually doesn't mean death, but when I saw that, all I could see was there will be death from this. Internal influences is the setting up of the boundaries, but confinement, surrender. This is very much the turning point in this war, and it is the ultimate ending. This is the internal influences. This is something coming to a full achievement. It is also about the unity of diversity in the world. The world is going to hear about this. These young men are going to let it be known. The message is, you've got this messenger here. It's going to be known on the world stage that this is what happened. Hopes and fears, loss. Oh gosh. Loss. There is going to be a cover-up about it, or an attempted cover-up. There is secrets that need to be revealed that will be hidden. It is about reaping what was sowed. We got the celebration card here, but this is also sort of circles of support, which is about this cover-up. The families will be recompensed. Illumination and restoration and respite. So the families will receive financial recompense for it. Okay, not what I wanted to see and not what I was actually expecting. So that's the Russians that were the young Russian soldiers that were exposed to radiation and taken to the Belarusian hospital. Okay. I feel like I just need a moment to cleanse before we move on to the next subject. Thank you, Meister. Okay, let's see how we go for timing to get all this out of the way. These 7 hours of missing phone logs. If I run out of time, I'll do the rest of the questions tomorrow. Actually, I'm going to leave it there. I'll do the rest of the questions in a separate reading. I just needed that reading to stand alone and to take a moment to reflect. I'll burn some sage to clear the air. And my heart goes out, so please stay strong, stay sane, love you all, take care, look after yourselves, share your love with your family and community, and I shall talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.